now we can move on to some basketball because CB, we decided we thought it would be good to talk about basketball considering you and E are both Mavericks fans. And
I'm still protesting.
Shut up! You're a Mavericks fan. You're not a Lakers fan. Please stop.
Still protesting. I mean, you saw Bronny strap up Cooper Flag. You saw him strap him up.
Relax.
Hey, you saw Kobe Bryant do it too, right?
Relax.
I also saw Kobe Bryant shoot tour dates. I also saw that too.
Okay, we won't talk about that. But what we can talk about is the overall free agency winners and losers. And CB, we want to get to you first, man. Who's a team, or it could even be your Mavericks, maybe a player that was a winner this free agency?
Oh, Devin Booker.
Okay,
for sure.
Okay,
you the highest paid player in the history of the league. You were the biggest. No one else won more than you. No team, no organization, no player. You got the bag. You're chilling.
And simple as that. Hey, from a organization and team standpoint too, I don't want to say the Suns are completely headed in the right direction, but I feel like they got a decent return for Kevin Durant. They're figuring out what to do with the Bradley Beal situation. I think they're ultimately going to end up buying him out, but I think this is a better situation than what they were running with last year for Devin Booker, at least from a on-court perspective. Like, yeah, you don't have KD anymore, but you've got the potential in Jalen Green. Who else did they get in that trade?
Dillon Brooks.
Dylan Brooks to bring some defense, because that's ultimately what they need too. Is they needed another guard who could defend.
They also beefed up the front court, getting the center from Duke.
Yep.
I'm not mad at it.
They signed someone else too. I'll find it. Keep going.
Yeah, well, I'm saying I'm not mad at that take. I didn't really think of it in that aspect, but I mean, when you sign the richest contract extension in NBA history, by default, you are a winner. I'm gonna switch. Yeah, you are the winner. I'm gonna switch to a different team. One of the biggest winners got to be the Atlanta Hawks. I think they recognize what you have to do with a player like Trae Young, build around him in the sense of getting a bunch of athletic wings and forwards that can defend and finish off plays. Because people be forgetting Trae Young is among the league leaders of assists. He's one of the great playmakers that we have in basketball, as long as being a great scorer. He's just not the greatest defender. So you got to kind of compensate for that weak link by getting these athletes. So having another year of Zachary Shea helps. Getting guys like Luke Kennard, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Kristaps Porzingis to kind of fit into that front court and back court to give you more defenders and more shooters for Trae. Alongside Jalen Johnson, that team got a little bit better, especially when the East being wide open that it is, with the Celtics being hurt, the Pacers being hurt. They jumped the line on a lot of teams and really closed the gaps on teams like Cleveland, on teams like the Knicks, Orlando, the Pistons.
For sure. To highlight my Dallas Mavericks real quick, just from an off-season perspective, getting the number 1 pick. Shout out to my man Adam Silver for hooking it up. Appreciate the under-the-table deal.
Appreciate you holding your end of the bargain.
Holding your end of the bargain. Got the
Nico Harrison's a lucky man. He's a lucky man.
He's a genius. But getting the number 1 pick in Cooper Flag, getting D'Angelo Russell to close the gap until Kyrie Irving comes back. I mean, you got to look at this lineup is nuts. I mean, not to mention, we're talking about off-season wins. Who's the biggest off-season winner? It might be my man Klay Thompson. Bag and make the stat.
Boy, that's a great shout out, Klay Thompson. When I told you I was at work yesterday, I saw that Instagram picture. I said, I had to do a double take on that. Like, shout out Klay, man. Shout out Klay.
Hey, Clay's gonna be in peak season form, bro. So
what? He's in season
might
form.
Drop 50 this year.
He's 20 games in right now.
He's 20 games. Yeah, they might be. He might change his music when he comes out. When they call him on the starting lineup.
What?
He playing something a little different.
I'm dead. They're gonna come out to WAP. I'm dead. That's hilarious. Gage, who you got as the winner?
Man, I really like what the Denver Nuggets did, man. I think the Nuggets
talk about it.
Trading Michael Porter Jr. to get Cam Johnson onto the team, who I think are very comparable players at a much cheaper price point just automatically gives them so much more flexibility. It gets them out from under the second apron. And they also signed Tim Hardaway Jr., who I think is
Tim Hardaway Jr. magnet ball with Jokic is going to be hilarious.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be some fun plays this year. Have they said if they're gonna bring back Russ yet or not?
They haven't decided yet. I think they should. I think
so too, personally.
They brought back Bruce Brown.
Yeah, Bruce Brown's back in Denver. I think that's a good addition for them too. Like, Denver got better, and keep this in mind, they took the champions to 7 games in the Western Conference Finals. So don't count Denver out. Do not count Denver out. That is the last thing if you're a team in the Western Conference, because I know everyone's looking at OKC, and hey, I'll give them a shout out too. They're probably winners too. They got all 3 of their future centerpieces locked up for the future. Shea got a contract extension, J-Dub got his extension, and now Holmgren got his extension. So they're going to be set for minimum
at least the next 4.
5 years.
At least the next 4. Yeah.
Yep. So and I think Denver, knowing that OKC was going to be in this position, they made good moves to make them competitive and keep them out of a financial crisis, paying Michael Porter Jr. all that money, and being stuck on that contract for years. I think
Porter Jr. can go to. Yeah, no, Michael Porter Jr. can do what he wants to do in Brooklyn. He can go up there and chuck shots with Cam Thomas for 82 games. They can go have a blast doing what they're going to do over there. Because I do agree that, I agree Cam Johnson's a little better fit in the sense of he's a better catch and shoot player than Michael Porter Jr. is. Way better defender. I think he's going to be a higher basketball IQ player, and I think Jokic is going to appreciate that. Not saying he didn't in Michael Porter, but I think he was just tired of the variance of getting that hot and cold between MPJ and Jamal Murray. It does put a lot of pressure on Jamal Murray. You had that great finals run, but you kind of been kind of coasting by the last 2-3 seasons. And I want to see more from him, especially because if you don't, then Tim Hardaway Jr. is going to chalk up a lot of shots. And I don't know if that's the recipe for success for the Nuggets.
What are y'all's thoughts on LeBron James and all the offseason talk with Rich Paul?
You want to take the floor first?
Yeah, I'll talk about my Lakers.
Okay. Actually, hold on.
We got to talk about some losers.
Whose team is he on?
He's a Mavericks fan. Do not let him guess.
I'm protesting. I told you I'm protesting. No, with LeBron and the Lakers, you can see Bron's frustration. I mean, shit, he's in Puerto Rico right now partying with Bad Bunny. He do not care, not one bit, about what's going on too much with the Lakers at the moment. But I don't really blame him too much. I think you can kind of tell the direction that the Lakers were going once they signed Luka. Okay, this is the first time in LeBron's career where he's not the number 1 priority on the team. He's just not. Now the Lakers are moving in the best interest of Luka Doncic and not LeBron James. And you can tell LeBron is on some oh, that's how you gonna do me? I've been here 6-7 seasons, won a ring. And white man did it in 1 summer. This how we doing? I think that's what Bron is. Bron is on with the Lakers, and I think it's one of those things where if a situation arises where a team is willing to give up the right price for Bron, I think Rob and Jeannie sit down with him on some yo, Cleveland gave us a nice package. You can go back there. One last chance, probably a better chance for you to get us a ring, and we can build but we can build a younger squad around Luka. Because if you watch that Timberwolves series, you can tell that the Lakers still have a lot of steps to go. The good thing for the Lakers, though, is they have a blueprint on how to make a championship contender with Luka Doncic. Look at the last 3 years of the Mavericks. Just build that team.
Well, think about it this way, though. I mean, did the Lakers not sell the team? I mean, this is new ownership. So they're coming in and they have a completely different direction that they want to go in. They're not going to bend the knee to LeBron James at this point of his career, being 40 and they've not been successful in the playoffs lately, right? To put it frankly. So, this is a new ownership that, hey, we have a younger player in Luka Doncic. We're going to pivot and go this direction. The one thing I would say, though, is Luka not – he's turning, 26 within the next few months? It's not like he's a rookie, and it's not like he doesn't have some concerning injury issues that are starting to accumulate now at this point of his career. doing this hard shift to Luka when there's still concerns about his fitness and his want to during regular season stretches and even playing defense in postseason. It's going to be a tricky situation. So it'll be interesting to see how they navigate it. But if I'm LeBron James, I'm not sure how all the contractual obligations are going to play out. I know one route is to just be bought out. I highly doubt that they want to do that. But I mean, yeah, if there's an opportunity in Cleveland or in Dallas where you got AD and Kyrie, I'd love to see it.
So this is the problem with Bron's contract, though, is like it's just so large, and it's no one wants to trade for a 40-year-old Bron at $50 million, I think is what his cap salary is at. It's like it would gut any team that wants to trade for him because you have to match salaries. And like if you think about Cleveland, they would have to trade half of their rotation to get Bron on the team. And at that point, does that make them better? Cleveland really has to think about that and be like, no, it doesn't. Like it'd be cool to have Bron.
But at the same time, you look at a team like Cleveland. I know we keep going back to that decent conference. It's really up for grabs, man.
It's wide open.
It really is. It really is. And you put Bron with Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley. If somebody said they were the favorite to win the East, I'm not mad at that take. I'm not mad at that take at all. Them three get you done over the Knicks.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know either, bro.
That's my East team.
Okay, fair. No, I get it, but you got to think like it's definitely an all-in move. I would say it's definitely an all-in move. You don't do that move unless you like are close to your window. Dallas makes sense to it, even though I think the possibility of Dallas and the Lakers making any trade for the foreseeable future is kind of vetoed by public opinion and public discourse. So it's interesting to see because he does have 1 year left, and so you don't know if maybe he wants to just ride his season out with the Lakers and go to free agency and take a 1 year contract with a team like screw it, it's my last season, it's my farewell tour, let's go get a ring.
Yeah, well, do you guys consider the Lakers a loser in free agency? Because the only signing they've really made is DeAndre Ayton. And now they're dealing with all of this LeBron drama. Do you think the Lakers are considered a loser in this NBA offseason?
I don't know about loser because they did get DeAndre Ayton, and I'm not the biggest DeAndre Ayton fan. First one here to tell you. But he is 1,000 times better than Jackson Hayes. Like quite literally. Quite literally, he is 1,000 times better than Jackson Hayes. So you did get better on that front court. I still think they need to move Austin Reeves. I think having Austin Reeves and Luka postseason is just very redundant. And you can flip a guy like Austin Reeves and get more depth on the front court, get another guard that can help when Luka is not on the court that isn't Gabe Vincent, because I do not want Gabe Vincent on my basketball team anymore.
I think
you can do crazy. That. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, my Lakers.
It's crazy.
But you lost Dorian Finney-Smith too, which is one of Luka's best friends, one of the better 3-and-D players in the league, especially in the forward position. I would say they're closer to. They definitely got a little bit better, but not as much as we'd want the Lakers to, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, I think that's fair. I don't know about you guys, but this is one team I definitely consider a loser in this offseason, and that's the Pelicans.
Yeah.
There are so many questions for that team. Like, what the hell are they going to do with Zion? Because I don't know about you guys, but I've kind of lost hope with Zion in New Orleans. Like, I think all of my hope is gone because there were points throughout his years so far that I was kind of like, okay, he can still bounce back. Like every time he's on the court, he's just absolutely a monster. So like I'll just keep having the benefit of the doubt. Like these things just keep happening to him, whether it's injuries or off the court, like shenanigans, his weight. At the end of the day, when he was healthy and he was playing, he was good. So I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But I've just kind of lost all energy towards Zion right now, man, where it's one thing after another. It's another excuse after another excuse for him. And at some point, we're just going to need to see him become that player, the one that he was drafted number 1 for. And I just don't think the Pelicans are doing him any favors. They drafted Derek Queen in the first round, which I don't get that pick at all.
I did see his summer league debut. He kind of looks like Baby Jokic. I'm not gonna hold you. Derek Queen is nice. He's kind of nice, bro.
I do like Derek Queen. I don't like the fit. If the plan is to keep Zion, or if they're trying to trade him, then I guess I look at that Derek Queen pick a little differently. But if the plan is for Derek Queen and Zion to play together, I just think that's a spacing. It's just horrible spacing for that team. They traded CJ McCollum, so he's no longer on the team. They traded Kelly Olynyk. I think they're getting ready to trade DeJounte Murray because he's not happy in New Orleans. So I just don't see very much going well for this team. And in the Western Conference, where it's a bloodbath, we know how competitive that each team is going to be in there. I see the Pelicans probably being some of the bottom dwellers after seeing how they handled free agency this offseason.
What do y'all think about the Milwaukee Bucks, though? I mean, that's a franchise in a tough spot. Giannis is not happy. They are really limited as far as their future goes. I mean, what do y'all think about that?
They did Dame so dirty. So dirty with being waived. Like, I understand him being waived, and he costs a lot of money. He's not going to play next year. But, like, for him to come back from his injury, put his body on the line, him get hurt again, and y'all waive him like it was nothing. I get why he feels the type of way. I get why Giannis feels the type of way. You doing that to his friend. They pay Miles Turner all that money after watching the NBA Finals. Blows me. But I mean, the Bucks are a good choice too, because it's like they're kind of beholden to Giannis's mercy. Like, what does Giannis want to do? If you want to stay, cool. We're gonna be trash for about a season or two before we can get some more free agents in here. Maybe put a package away, rebuild Kuzma's PR rep to get him out of here for somebody. Like, it's gonna be a minute for the Bucks.
Yeah, I agree. It's cool that you add Miles Turner, and I think that that could be a helpful addition. It's going to keep Giannis in Milwaukee this season, I believe, or at least halfway through the season. Like, if we see a Giannis trade, it won't be till around the trade deadline, I think, and that would be everything goes wrong for Milwaukee. They just can't do anything. But it's just tough because you can't really call them winners. They didn't do anything. And I don't want to call them losers because they were just kind of they're in the second apron. I think they were falling victim to the new CBA and not taking into account paying all of these players massive amounts of money. And now they're kind of suffering for it. So I think right now they're just trying to recoup what they can. They have very limited money and moves that they're able to make. So given what they had, I think Milwaukee will be in the conversation next year if Giannis and Miles Turner stay healthy. But I just don't think it's enough, especially against a team that we just talked about, like the Knicks or even the Cavs. If they don't move anything and they stay the same, I don't see them Milwaukee beating Cleveland in a 7-game series with the lineup they have right now.